All right, everybody, I'm Logan Alec. I'm a CPA, and this is my update for Sunday, March 14th. Lots of stimulus payments have been going out. It's been great to read everybody's comments with good news. Unfortunately, big banks like Chase and Wells Fargo, for instance, have announced that their customers won't be receiving their payments until this Wednesday, March 17th. I think many of you who bank at big banks already knew that. So if you received a stimulus payment, though, or if you see it in your account and it's listed as pending or something like that, maybe leave a note in the comments if you have time, just letting us all know when your deposit showed up, what bank you're using, etc. Now, what if you're not expecting to get a direct deposit? That means you will either be getting a physical check or one of those debit cards, and it might take a little bit longer than direct deposit, obviously. And I know one of my writers for my blog received a check the first time, and then they got a debit card in December. So you may or may not get the same payment method this time as last time, but it would be great to hear from anybody who doesn't have direct deposit so we can get an idea of when those payments are starting to appear, probably, in a few weeks. And if you haven't received your money yet, don't forget to check the IRS Get My Payment tool. As I've said previously, the IRS said it won't be officially updated for the third stimulus until tomorrow, but I have seen some reports from folks in the comments of my update from yesterday saying they are seeing information as to when they'll be receiving their stimulus payment on the Get My Payment tool this weekend. So I tried running my parents' information through it again today, and just like yesterday, I got the payment status not available message. USA Today also reported this morning that some people have seen their stimulus payments go into the wrong account, particularly those who filed taxes through third-party tax platforms like H&R Block, TurboTax, whatever. This is something that came up in the first and second rounds of payments, so the deposit might be sent to the right person but the wrong bank account. Obviously, the IRS is in the middle of tax season right now, and they have millions of these stimulus payments to send out and all kinds of other changes from the American Rescue Plan. So if that's something that happened to you with the first or second payment, right, or if you used a tax service in the past few years, definitely keep an eye on the Get My Payment tool until you actually see the money in your account. Now, even if you never get the payment, you should still be able to claim it as a credit on your 2021 taxes. Obviously, that's not much of a consolation when you're expecting it this month. All right, everybody, that's all I have for you today on stimulus. Please continue to keep each other informed in the comments. Not much going on in Washington today, but hopefully more payments will start going out soon, and we will hear some more details on the infrastructure bill and other Democratic priorities later in the week. More than 100 million COVID-19 vaccinations have been administered in the United States, and that number will only continue increasing. So as more people get fully vaccinated, we'll hopefully be able to get closer and closer to normal, or at least whatever the new normal will be. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen told George Stephanopoulos on ABC that she's not particularly concerned about long-term inflation due to the stimulus packages that have been passed over the past year. She said the most significant risk we face is a workforce that's scarred by long periods of unemployment, sustained high inflation like we had in the 70s. She said she absolutely doesn't expect that. She doesn't think it's a significant risk, and if it materializes, they'll certainly monitor for it, but they have the tools to address it. So there's a lot to be optimistic about over the next few months in terms of the pandemic, but also in terms of the economy, jobs, etc. Not to say that the pandemic is over or anything like that, but 100 million doses is a big step from where we were a month or two ago. As always, I want to thank you so much for watching to the end. Your support means a lot to me. If you haven't seen it yet, do check out my video from this morning on the updated IRS guidance for the tax exclusion of the first $10,200 of unemployment compensation in 2020. Share it with those you know who received unemployment compensation in 2020. You will see a link to that video on the next screen, and I'll see you over there. Bye-bye.